If you haven't already, go check out my new merch store. Link will be in the description. Hey guys, and welcome back to another speed build. So today I am building, honestly, I don't even know. Great way to start out the build. What are you building today? I literally don't even know what I did. So sometimes, I think I've said this before, I go to these like floor plan websites, which is a really good idea, by the way, if you're like stuck on what to build. Go check some out. I don't usually like copy them, like floor plan for floor plan, if that makes any sense. But I like to just get some inspiration from there and look at some different like building styles or house styles and kind of just go off of those and see if I can like conjure something up in my mind if I'm not like able to think of anything for myself. But I found this like, I think it was like a Cape Cod kind of house, which I don't really know anything about, let's not lie to ourselves, but I was like, you know what, let's just see if I can make something like kind of similar looking to that. And I tried. Now I have literally no idea if I succeeded or not, because like I said, I don't know anything about that. By the way, that little roof, those two like slanted roofs that make like that kind of like a triangle shape on the side there, so happy that worked out. Now it's a little uneven when I put the wallpaper on, like it's not exactly lined up properly, but it still looks kind of cool. It actually worked out better than I thought it would. So yeah, go me. And okay, so okay, let me like get my brain together before I try to just splurt out everything at once. Oh, hello, emails, let's turn that off. Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed, but on the right there, that is supposed to be like a fake garage, because of course we don't have cars in The Sims, and of course that's, if you've been watching my Not So Berry series season 2, I've been complaining about that for, well, there's only 3 parts up at this moment in time, so probably for about 3 parts. I think cars would be useful. Sorry. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I was like, let's make a little fake garage. Because every time I do look up inspiration for houses, they always have garages, of course, because normal houses, well, a lot of normal houses do. So I was like, I've seen people make fake garages in The Sims before, and it looks pretty good, I thought. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try. And I didn't look at anybody else's before I did it either. I was like, I'm just gonna try to do it myself and see how it comes out. And I actually think it came out pretty decent. Not great. I've seen some better ones for sure, but I think it's all right. I think that wallpaper kind of really gives the illusion in the windows. But I would definitely love some garages. Well, cars, honestly. I mean, we could live without the garages maybe, but like, why have a car without a garage? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna put cars in the game, just why don't you go all out? Put in some garages. Sorry, I just really wish we had cars. I've been watching some people stream lately, and a couple of them have been playing The Sims 3, and they reminded me, okay, so The Sims 3 makes me cringe because the graphics I think are just the worst, and of course the like quality of the game is good with all the content that it has, but the way that it runs so badly is cringeworthy to watch. And it doesn't matter if you have a freaking NASA computer, it will not be able to run The Sims 3. It will not be able to run it. I spent almost a small fortune on a computer that literally could run space programs for NASA, but could not run The Sims 3. That is how I know. That is how I know. But yeah, so anyways, but I've been watching it and I was reminded of how much of that content that I actually really miss. And of course, one of those is being the color wheel. I loved the color wheel. Of course, it lagged my game to absolute hell, but it was great. I love having, like, endless possibilities, and like when you're in Creative Sim, like, you don't have to worry about something not matching. You can always match everything, and like, it's just so convenient. I miss it. I know it made the game just horrible. I know it made it horrible. That and the open world, they both made them horrible. But I don't need an open world to be happy. But that color wheel, oh. If someone could just make a mod out of that even, I would totally download that. I wonder if someone's working on that. Oh, I should look that up. I should look that. I should Google that. But yeah, that's what I was thinking the other day. I was like, I know EA never wants to make one. Well, as far as I know. But maybe someone could mod that. I don't know how. It would be really, really hard, I'm assuming. But I mean, I don't know. The Sims community is pretty damn smart. And people can do a lot of really cool stuff. So I'm thinking it's probably possible somewhere along the lines. I'm thinking someone could come along and make that, but I'm sure people have tried. I don't know how the progress is going on the color wheel thing, but I'm sure modders have tried because, like I said, everybody misses that. But I don't know. I'm gonna look that up when I'm done, though. Like, seriously, I'm gonna look that up because I need a color wheel because it's great. Hopefully it just won't lag my game to absolute hell, but The Sims 4 I feel like runs amazingly. God, it's so smooth. I have 500 pieces of CC or something like that, and it's still, like, I get the slightest lag spikes, and I think it's just from the Control Center mod trying to do story progression. I really don't think it's any of my CC. I think it's just that one mod that does it. Because before that, like, I never got little tiny lag spikes. But I mean, it barely happens though, barely. So that's like, I think that says a lot. And I clean out my CC pretty often because I try not to like overload it because of how like beautifully like smooth it runs. It runs like butter. Oh God. So satisfying to watch. Like, that's why I started rendering my videos in 60 FPS instead of 30, because when you watch them on YouTube, you can see just how smooth it is. Because when I render it at 30, I don't know if any of you actually care about this, but when you go back and watch my old videos at 30 FPS, it looks like smooth, but it's not quite there. When you watch my videos now, it literally just looks like butter. It's just so, for me anyways, that's just so satisfying to watch. I love it when it's that smooth. Yum, yum, yum. I just called my game yummy. Whoa. Okay, what just happened? I think Yuna might have just fell. What just happened? I don't know if you heard that. There was a big thud behind me. Anyways. Okay. So I have a problem, and my problem is that I love building smaller houses, but I always feel like two-story houses look better on the outside, so I always build two-story houses and hate them. Well, not hate them, but I always get really frustrated and overwhelmed. I said this before, but like this house, for example, has like 4 bedrooms. Well, 3 and an office that you could transform into a bedroom, and 4 bathrooms, because I was just running out of things to do. I was like, you know what, we're gonna have to put in another bathroom. We have too much room. And like, I actually thought that this house was like, it's on a smaller lot, you know, I wasn't really going for like huge sizes. Clearly I need to tone it down because it's a little too much sometimes. And again, I always feel like my floor plans are so freaking weird, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We all have our strengths and weaknesses, okay? But okay, another thing, these little gnomes, I don't know what it is lately, but I've been like, okay with them. Like, I don't know if you remember a long time ago, I think like when I first started my channel, like with the Sims 3 videos, if I saw a gnome in my game, I would freak out. Like, they scared the living Christ out of me. I don't know why. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I do know why. Because back in the Stone Age, when the Sims 2 was the main game, I think it was Rooster Teeth? ? They made these like machinima videos in The Sims 2, and I used to watch them religiously. And they used to always have these like creepy gnomes pop up everywhere. And like in The Sims 2, you gotta cut me some slack. They were a little bit creepy. I think everything in The Sims 2 is kind of creepy. But I loved The Sims 2. I still claim that The Sims 2 is the best, in my opinion. I think Sims 3 content-wise had the most, like, best content, best, like, gameplay, but ran like a piece of crap and and looked like a piece of crap. The Sims 2, I think, looked better than The Sims 3. That's just my opinion, but I think it just looked a little bit better, and I don't know, I loved The Sims 2. I think it was just because I've literally, like, you can call me The Sims biggest fan right here, because I've been playing The Sims since the day The Sims 1 came out. We waited at the store, because I saw a trailer for it somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it. I feel like I saw it on TV, but I have no idea. I have no idea. I was 6 years old. There's really no way of remembering. But I do remember seeing the trailer, because I remember thinking to myself, I want that. And then I told my mom about it, and I feel like, was it The Sims 1 that, like, they changed the release date before it came out? They, like, extended it? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was that or The Sims 2. I can't remember. But anyways, we were there at, I think it was Target. Because Target, like, they had, like, a shrine for The Sims. I don't know why. I don't know if that's all Targets or just the one by my house. But it literally, like, that was where you went to get Sim stuff. It used to have, like, a whole section of Target for The Sims. It was, like, the best thing in the world. But anyways, they had it, like, I think the first one they had. Was it Target? I honestly can't remember. I can't go back that far, but I know from The Sims 2 up, they had the shrine. But for The Sims 1, we waited at the store. We were the first ones to get it at the store. Not that anybody else was waiting, but we were. My mom is such a champ, seriously. But, yeah, so I've been playing it since, literally day one. So I feel like I feel like I've earned the right to speak my opinions on what I like and what I don't like. But anyways, where was I even going with this? Hello? Where did my brain just go? I just went so off track. What was I talking about? Let's retrace our steps here. We're talking about The Sims. I don't remember what I was talking about. Ugh, that's gonna be so frustrating because you can literally just, like, rewind and know what I was talking about, but I can't do that. Okay. Anyways, let's just see. Sims 2. What was I talking about? Like, the good things? Oh! Okay, I know what I was saying. I was saying The Sims 2 to me feels like the best one, I think, because going from The Sims 1 to The Sims 2 was such a huge difference. I think it made it, like, because from The Sims 2 to The Sims 3, it wasn't that big of a difference, but, like, you've seen The Sims 1, and if you haven't, I suggest you look it up because it's freaking amazing. But it was like, that is an old school game. Oh my god, it's such a good game though. And from that though to The Sims 2 was, like, literally, it was like a completely different game at that point. Like, it was vastly different. But still, they're both great. I think they're all great, but still. I don't know. The Sims 2, for some reason, when I think about The Sims 2, I just think about how many freaking hours I put into that game. Literally my whole life I put into that game. God, I would literally go to school and think about nothing but The Sims. All I wanted to do was go home and play The Sims. Good times. Good times. But anyways. Where are we now in the build? We're in the living room section. Yes. Okay. I don't... Again, I think I say this in almost every single speed build. I need some, like, Sims 4 building counseling on how to not take so freaking long. So, like, if you have any tips for how not to be as slow as freaking molasses when you build, okay, that living room might have taken me 6 hours. Like, no joke. I don't know what, this whole build maybe took me 14 to, like, 20 hours to build. It shouldn't have taken me that long, because it's not even that extravagant of a build. And I don't know what my problem is. It's mostly, like, the floor plans and wallpapers and stuff, and trying to figure out, like, what I want each room to be. That to me is the hardest part. Once I've got that figured out, I can pretty much furnish the rooms at, like, a quicker pace. Not super fast, but, like, I mean, these go by a lot quicker once I get to, like, actually decorating the inside. I feel like they go by way faster. But it's just a lot of, like, wasting time. It's a lot of wasted time just trying to, like, figure out where, like, what rooms to do. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys, like, plan ahead? Yeah, give me some tips. Shoot your tips my way, Sims 4 builders. I want to hear what you got to say. Oh, okay. So you guys, I am so like, I don't know, I'm fascinated by listening to other people's methods of building in The Sims 4. I don't know what because I love building, but sometimes it's like kind of annoying because it takes me so long, right? And so I love hearing other people's methods and how they build and whatever. And I love hearing, I just love it. So, okay, so Lil Simsy, you know, Kelly, she does those like builder Bible videos. Okay, so me and her talk like almost every day, right? But like, I literally watch those religiously. Like every time she puts them out, I'm so excited. Because I'm like, yes, more methods. Like I love learning other people's like methods. I love it. It's my favorite. I wish everybody made those videos because then I would be like, yes, teach me your ways. Like I need to get better. Like I'm always striving for better builds and everything. I really like building. Because you guys know. Y'all know how much I love me some real estate. Oh God, I love it. I don't understand why I don't do real estate as a career or profession because, I do know why. It's because I have zero to no social skills. That's probably why. But I know my stuff. I know, like, not to toot my own horn, and I usually don't toot my own horn, but this time I will because I do know my stuff. I've done a lot of research on real estate, and we'll drive by a house, and I can price the house just by looking at the outside. Like, I have an app on my phone that there's like a nearby search option, and like basically if you drive through a neighborhood, it'll show you all the houses for sale in that neighborhood, and so like we'll drive by a house, and I'll be like, I bet that house is $200,000. I did this yesterday, by the way, so I know for a fact. But I was like, that house is $200,000, and I looked it up, and I'm not even kidding you. It was $200,000 on the dot, and I was like, oh my God, toot toot! Like here comes the train. I was tooting. How funny! But I was tooting my own horn for real. I felt really good about that. I was like, no one cared that I got that right? Just me. But I was like, I don't know. It's fun. It's like a fun hobby for me. It's like no one else cares except for me. It's like a pop quiz that only I care about. Like, I guess it's like a game. Like we'll drive by a house and I'm like, I'm gonna price this house, and like no one cares. It's just like I'm having the most fun, but like no one cares. Come on, like let's be real. No one is even listening to me at that point. I don't know. I have fun. I have to entertain myself, you know. But anyways, where are we now? We're upstairs. Okay, so I didn't spend too much time on the hallway. Usually I try to put some stuff in the hallways, like some tables and some paintings and, you know, stuff like that. Because I try to think, like, what do my family's houses have in them? You know, what do people have in their actual homes? But a lot of times when I build houses, they really don't look that realistic. Like, I don't know, these hallways are, like, really big. Sorry. I got a hair in my mouth. God, sorry. But I tried, okay, those little tiny boxes I keep putting in the, like, next to things and on the corners of things. I'm in love with those boxes. I don't know what it is. But because, like, when I look around, I have boxes of stuff freaking everywhere. So I figure I should probably just put boxes everywhere. That's realistic. We have stuff everywhere. Mostly because I live in an apartment and the storage is lacking. So I just have crap all over the place. Plus, I didn't unpack. And I moved in 6 months ago. I have a problem with unpacking and packing, but mostly unpacking. It just kind of goes back to how lazy I am. But I haven't unpacked since I moved in. Only like the actual necessities. But it's because I know that I'm gonna move when my lease is up because I'm not gonna stay here. I'm gonna try to get a house, which would be a really exciting thing to talk about if I actually find one. But we'll go into that more in like the next 6 months, maybe. Because I still have a ways to go, but I'm so excited to try to find a house. You have literally no idea. Or maybe you do, actually, because I talk about it quite a bit. But I am so excited. Like, don't get me wrong, the apartments I've lived in have been decent. Like, they're not bad. But, like, I'm just so sick of living in an apartment. I've lived in a townhouse with my family my entire life, pretty much. I've lived in houses also, but mostly townhouses. And so I know, like, in those townhouses, I mean, you can kind of hear your neighbors, but like barely, you know? And I don't know, an apartment is just like, God, I feel like I'm like living with my neighbors, like in the same, well, I guess we are technically in the same building, but like, I don't know, it is a little too close for comfort for me because I'm home all day and, you know, I have like everything to do at home and it's so noisy because like, if they mow the grass, they're like right next to me. I don't know. In a townhouse, it's different because I think in townhouses over here in my area, the city kind of does your yard for you. So like, you'll know when they're gonna come and do it. It won't just be like everyone goes out there and does it at the same time, or like if someone just comes by and does it right next to my freaking window, which happened today. I was waiting to record this. And people don't mow their yards here at the apartments, right? I mean, it's obviously like the apartment building who does it, or whoever they have do that, because it's not like our property, but oh my God, this always happens too. It happens at the most inconvenient times. I'll sit down to press record and they will kick on their lawnmowers, and I swear to God, they are the loudest. They sound like I'm gonna be vacuumed into a huge, like, just a huge vacuum. It sounds like I'm about to be vacuumed, like a tornado or something. I don't know, but it is so loud, and I'm like, normally this probably wouldn't bother anyone, but like that is such a YouTube struggle when you live in an apartment. It is. You can ask any other YouTubers. I'm sure people have talked about it, or if you probably heard it in some people's videos where they're like, oh my God, they just started mowing the lawns. But anyways, oh, the video is done. So here are the screenshots. I hope you guys enjoyed my constant complaining, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. This build is available on the gallery now. My origin ID is Vixella. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!